Hey
Hi
guys,
guys.
happy Tuesday. 6:02, the best for last, they say, right, Mr. R?
That's what they say. All right, you guys ready? So
All right.
today, guys, we're going to be learning about positive integers. It's legitimately a review. I also want to remind you that tomorrow, guys, you guys have interim assessments. Then the following day, you have a test from me and Ms. Canola. So you might want to pay attention to everything that I'm going over today and me and Ms. Canola going over because you need it. Right? Without you not knowing what you're doing, you're gonna need all this. So if there's any parts that you do not understand in today's lesson, now's the time to speak. Right? Now's the time to actually come at me and say, Mr. R, listen, I need you to slow down. You talking like if you're a parakeet. Tell me, right? Talk to me, but be realistic. Now, Ms. Canola, are you sharing host or mine?
I'll do, but did we take attendance from the other class?
I thought you did that.
I'll go back and do that. But do you want to quickly take attendance from this class?
Sure. Why not?
We got 3, 6, we got 7, 8 lovely children today.
How many? That's too much. I'm joking.
8.
All right.
8. So tiny.
I'm joking. Chill. All right. So, Angie, anger marker. Absent. Whoa. I'm taking attendance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Angie. Angie's here? Okay, you guys gotta say here, because if not, I'm writing you absent, like legit. Daniela Brito, absent?
Hello, Daniela.
Absent. Alan Seeley.
He's absent.
Nahaldin de la Cruz.
Yeah, that person's not here.
Mariama.
Absent.
Shaylin Feliciano.
Here.
Jean? I want to say that's your name, Jean.
Nope, not here.
Alberry?
Alberry Noah
Guzman.
Who?
Okay, Guzman.
Noah
name. Okay.
Next.
Joseph Holman.
Absent.
That's weird. All right, Santos.
Hello, Santos?
Lay Santos.
I'm here. Isaiah.
Haley Lopez.
Who?
Haley.
No here. No Haley.
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorena. Maribel.
Nope. Absent.
Casey.
Casey. Kacie. Absent.
Casey. Yeah.
Wait, Joseph just came. He's late.
Okay. Arlenis.
Arlenis? No, she's not here yet.
Cynthia.
Here.
Isabella. No, Isabella. Absent.
Wait, she's here.
She ain't saying here. All right. Javon Tyson.
Absent.
And Dwight Watkins.
Here.
All right. So, Miss Canelo, we have a lot. I don't know if you want to put that into Parent Square, do something about that. But we have a total of people absent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's too much.
Oof.
So, and especially for tomorrow, I'm not doing that. No. All right. While we get started, Miss Canelo is gonna be with us.
Hold on 1 second. So, I wrote down the names, so let me just text you the names, all right? To make it a little easier for you.
Text me what? I'm so lost right now.
Who's setting up the messages to the parents, me or you?
You are. You told me to take attendance. You said you're gonna send the message. I said okay.
Okay, so then I'll put you as host.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Good? Okay.
Isaiah, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. Sir, your host.
Wake up,
I'll send I'm going to send those messages. You get started. Once you get to like question 2, I should be done. And then I'll help.
Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this.
Okay.
Everybody can see my screen? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
All right, let's do this, guys. So, that's the exit ticket. Apologies, I'm going all the way up. All right, so we're going to be going over, and it's a strict review about everything that we did in class. Legit. Every single day, we're going to pretty much do every problem. Sounds good? So today we're going to learn, if those of you that weren't there, you're going to learn about positive and negative integers. You're going to learn the opposite. You're going to learn how to do a couple of problems when it comes down to positive and negative integers. You should be practicing at home LCM and GCF methods. That's also going to be on your test. So it's on you. Are we clear? Savvy? Those of you that don't know, have a clue what I'm talking about, you will in a minute. So positive interest, these are keyword terminologies that you should remember, like gain, win, above, earn, increased, rose, deposit, right of zero, and growth. The right of zero, think about a numbers line. I told you guys always this. I like to write with my right hand. So I know that right stands for positive, left stands for negative. Negative integers is lost, lose, below, decreased, fell, withdraw, and left of zero. So think of my head right now being zero. I know it's shaped like zero anyway. Zero, and then you got left and you got right, positive, left, negative. Sounds good? And now the very most important part is that my head means zero. So that means you're at a neutral ground, not sea level. You're not going to hear that terminology, but you're at the middle, right? There's no negative, there's no positive. Look at that number line and below. There's no negative and no positive and a zero. Are we clear? Yes? No? Okay, sounds good. So here we go, guys. When we start talking about abstraction and stuff like that, here it goes. The table below shows the elevations at which each different artifact were found during an archaeological dig. Dinosaur bones were found at 23 feet above sea level. The first one on my list is Cynthia. Cynthia, positive or negative? Cynthia? Positive or negative? 23 feet above. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Thank you. Positive, right? Positive 23 feet. I'm glad you guys said that. The next one is going to be gold musk, and that's the white. Gold musk, sir. Help me out. 9 feet below sea level. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative what?
Sea level.
Negative what? What number?
9 feet.
9 feet is correct. Thank you. Get used to saying the terminology and the unit that is next to the feet, okay? So good way to remember it. Caveman skull. I have Shaylin next. Caveman skull. That's sea level. What is that, Shaylin? I explained that before we start this. Thank you, right? Equals 0. Perfect. Treasure chest. We have Daniela. Treasure chest.
Negative 35.
I'm glad you said that. Negative 35. What?
35 below sea level.
Guys, feet. You guys see 35 feet is the terminology to unit. It's good. Don't worry about it. It's right. Silver coins, Isaiah. No, I'm lying. Sorry. That wasn't Isaiah. It's Isabella. Silver coins.
Positive 3,709.
Appreciate that. Oh, right. And now this is a good one. Then this one goes to Angie. Angie, explain how you determined if an elevation required is positive, negative, or is at 0. How do you know? How do I know that 3,709 is above? Keywords, right? Talk to me. How do I know this? Angie? Angie? Are you stuck, Angie?
Yeah.
All right, Cynthia, you want to help? I see that hand. Go ahead, Cynthia.
You know that 3,709 is above sea level because it says 3,709 feet above sea level.
Good. So it's, guys, remember, anything above what is positive? Cynthia, I know you know this. Anything above what? You muted again.
Anything above sea level is positive.
Where is sea level? Above what? What's sea level?
Above 0.
Thank you, right? Anything above 0 is positive. Now let's do the next one, which is negative, right? Negative. Danielle, I see your hand up. Anything below what?
Anything below 0.
I appreciate that. And now let me ask you guys something. What's 0? You guys said it before. Equals what?
Sea level.
Sea level. Thank you. Angie, you see how we got that? Yeah, okay. Now I was making sure that Angie got that.
Awesome.
All right. Let's erase all this.
Can I do the next one, Mr. R?
I don't know. I'll think about it. Now, yes, you can. Go.
Please, lovely co-teacher. Okay.
No.
All right. The elevations in feet of 3 cities are marked on a number line shown below. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a line where city Q is. We're going to make a line.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I was drinking water. All right. City Q line. Boom.
We're going to
What is
write,
this?
before we answer the question, right? We know that when we're at sea level, it's 0. So we're going to write sea level. So now at the bottom where it says use the vertical number line, name each city's location by writing the numbers on the number line. I like to do it this way. Doesn't matter. I'm going to look at the number line, right? And Dwight, what number is city P on? What dot is that?
Lennox just came in.
Okay, I'll write her name down.
Number 10.
Right, what kind of 10 is that, Dwight? Positive or negative, bud?
Positive.
Okay, so under city P, we're gonna put plus 10 above. 10 above. Now, any number that's below sea level is going to be negative. So Dwight, what is the location of city R?
20.
20 what?
20 negative.
Right, so negative 20. Is that above or below sea level?
Below.
Good, so negative minus 20 below. Now you have to figure out which one of these statements matches this vertical number line. So let's look at A, Dwight. City P and city Q are above sea level. Look at your chart. Is P and Q above sea level, yes or no? Cynthia's shaking her head. She's saying no. Do you agree with her? What are your thoughts?
No, because city Q is the sea level.
Correct. Right? It has to be true for both. Only P is above, so that's wrong. B, city Q and city R are below. Q and R, are they both below 0?
No.
No, cross that one off. Okay, let's look at C. City P is above, which is 10, and city Q is below sea level. Is that true, Dwight?
No.
No. Okay, let's look at why obviously this is correct. Clearly, right? City P is above. Is city P above 0?
Yes.
Yes. And is city R below sea level?
Yes.
See how easy that was? You see how we marked up the number line, guys? You will see this exact question, I can guarantee you, on our test on Thursday. Or Mr. R and I might say, what is the opposite of city P? We might change it up. All right, let's look at the guided questions. We're going to do these real quick. Who's on the list, Mr. R?
I have Joseph Holman.
All right, Mr. Joseph, when you withdraw $145, is that a positive or negative integer?
Let's see. A positive integer?
Well, let's think about it. When you withdraw money, you're taking the money out. So if I take money out of my account,
Negative integer.
there you go. So negative $145. Okay, who's next on the list, Mr. R?
I have,
Isabella?
no, Shaylin already went. It's Tatiana.
Tatiana, so Tatiana, if a withdrawal is a negative money, Tatiana, a deposit is a what?
Negative.
Huh?
Negative.
Deposit, the opposite of a withdrawal. The opposite of negative is a?
Negative integer.
All right, so hold on. Maybe you're getting the stuff confused. If we're telling you what's the opposite of negative, what is that?
Oh, positive integer.
There you go,
Positive.
positive integer.
So withdraw is taking out. Deposit is putting in, right? So deposit means putting in, so that's a positive. Positive what though? Tatiana, help me out.
Positive 80.
Thank you so much. Positive. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
I
next.
have glasses on.
Wait, Mr. R.
Or Lennis.
Wait, Mr. R. Go back to B for a sec, please.
What did I do?
So plus 80 or 80.
Same thing.
Yeah, we just want them to know. Orlando?
Arlenis Rodriguez, right?
Rodriguez.
Excuse me, Rodriguez. 9 floors above ground level. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive 9. All right, who's next?
Or 9. Row, this is going to go out to, whoa, what happened to the
Shaylin?
list?
Shaylin?
Shaylin is fine.
Shaylin, a stock price rose 289 points. Rise, which is like an increase. What's another word for increase? Positive or negative?
Positive.
There you go. Positive what? What number?
Positive 289.
Plus 289 or 289. How about losing $75, Mr. R? Who's doing that?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. If you lose $75, is that positive or negative?
Negative 75.
Perfect. All right, letter F. Wait, mine
Oh,
goes.
sorry.
I forgot you don't have your glasses. E.
17 feet above sea level. This is gonna go out to, all right, guys, we don't have that many people, so I gotta call people double, triple, sorry. Daniela. 17 feet above sea level. Positive or negative?
Since it says above, it's a positive integer.
Good. Plus
you so much.
17 or
And
17.
then we have, again, Joseph. 3 feet below sea level.
So that means it's a negative integer, as in
Thank you.
like a -3.
Good.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. Thank
All right,
you
we're
so
going to
much.
erase this and we're going to move on. Just remember, guys, you got to know the vocabulary. So if I were you, you should go back and practice these words because you could see them Thursday. All right, next question. It says we have a number line here. If the fleece starts at 1, so Mr. R is going to circle 1. Dwight, this one's going to be for you. And we go 3 to the right, Dwight. I'm at 1 and I add 3. What number do I stop at, Dwight? Cynthia wrote an answer in the chat box. I like that. Dwight? 4. Good job. Letter A is 4. Good job, Orlenis. Orlenis, you're going to do letter B for us. I liked your work that you sent. Thank you. How far is the flea from 0? So look at 0. He's going to put a, I don't know, blue or green circle or a
We're
purple.
gonna put purple line. We gotta go from 4, right, guys? To what?
0.
What is that noise? Jesus, that was loud. All right. 4.
We're at 4, guys. You want to go to 0. Look at the blue line. How far is 4 from 0? How many units is that, Orlenis?
5.
5 or 4?
Think about this. You're going from 0 to 4. How many units?
4.
4 units is correct. 4 units. Right, boom. And then we're going to go down here. It says if a flea starts at 0, guys. We're starting at 0. And we're going to go to 5. Now, this is very, very simple. I'm going to draw it out again for you one more time. If I start at 0 and I go 5 here, how many spaces? Sorry. It says I jump to 5 units to either direction. I can land on 5. What other number can I land on? It's Bella. What's the opposite of positive 5? Negative 5. And you guys have to understand that if I go 5 spaces to the right, then the complete opposite of that, it's negative 5, right? If I go 10 spaces, it's negative, right? Negative what? Negative 10. It has to match the equivalent, and that's the same distance away from 0, always. It has to be the same number. It cannot be 5 and 3. It cannot be 2 and 3. It cannot be none of that. It has to be the same distance. Are we clear?
Very important what Mr. R said, because you need to know same distance. Opposites have the same distance. Very important for next week.
All right. Moving on.
Who's
This is
doing-
yours.
Okay, so we have a list, or I can call on somebody.
No, go ahead.
All right, let's hear from Angie. Angie, it says Darren is 20 feet below 0. What is the opposite of his elevation? So Angie, what's the opposite of below? Huh? Can't hear you. Help her out, Cynthia.
The Opposite of below is above.
Good. The opposite of above is below. So the opposite
So-
of below is above. Sorry. So now below is -20. So what's the opposite of -20?
Positive 20.
Good. So which answer says 20 feet above sea level or plus 20?
Above.
Which
Above.
one?
So which one
A,
do
B, C, D.
I hear a lot of people in the chat, Mr. R, are picking B. We have 1, 2, 4 people that pick B, 5 people that pick B. Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding.
E
You're
is the
correct.
correct answer. Thank you, guys.
All right. So the next 3 problems, folks, were your independent problems on Thursday that you had to do by yourself. We're redoing it because you needed some assistance. So here we have these wrestlers. If Mario was -2, did he gain or lose weight? Let's see. Shaylin,
He lost.
he lost weight. Lose.
Lost. Next one.
Isabella.
Michael.
Michael, Isabella. 6
Gain.
gain.
Gained. Next one, Isaiah.
Carl, 2 pounds. What do you do? Gain or lose?
Gained is the correct. I heard you. Now then off. I seen it. Tatiana. Gained or lost weight? 5. What? Say that louder.
What?
I don't hear nothing you're saying. I think the microphone is broken.
We can't hear you. We see your mouth moving, but we can't hear your sound. Gain.
Okay.
Daniela?
And the Dwight, -5.
Dwight.
Lost.
Good.
Lost. Daniela, first one, A. Did Michael lose or gain weight?
Michael gained weight.
Gained. B, we have Joseph. Which wrestler weight change is opposite of Carl's?
Okay, so I'd say Mario.
Mario is correct. The next one, identify, name 2 wrestlers dropped weight since last week. Arlenis. 2 wrestlers.
Mario and George.
Perfect.
Good. And a
Now,
lot of you guys got this one wrong, and I do not know why, but it is what it is, right? And we're gonna fix our change right now.
wait, you spelled George wrong.
George of the jungle. George. Oh, my nieces came. That's awesome. All right.
David's change since last week was the opposite of Michael's. Wait, can you scroll back up to the chart, please?
What chart? Here?
Yeah. So what's the opposite of Michael's weight? Who's doing this one, Mr. R?
I was gonna pick on Angie. What's the opposite of Michael's weight, Angie? Can you see it?
-6, somebody wrote in the chat. Isabella wrote -6. Cynthia wrote -6. Tatiana wrote -6.
Angie?
What's the opposite of Michael? So Michael was 6 pounds. What's the opposite of +6? You have to unmute yourself, Angie. She's not.
Yeah.
What kind?
-6.
There you go. And
-6.
you want to call on Dwight for the last one, Mr. R?
The next one, which wrestler gained the most amount of weight? Arlenis got this one. I see her hand up.
Okay.
Michael.
Perfect.
Who
Michael.
said it? Michael. I didn't hear that. That's why.
Awesome.
All right. Sounds good to me.
So just remember, real quick, guys, gain is like positive and losing is negative, okay?
Perfect. I'm going to erase all this and continue.
All right, number 7 is pretty simple, but you have to read, all right? So I'll read the problem, Mr. R, and you can pick
Oh,
ready.
this is still up there. I'm going to leave it up there, but I'm going to leave this away.
Yeah, I like the thing you did. All right, so guys, we want to know is -9 or 6 farther from 0. So look at this. We have 0 in the center of our number line and -9. How far is 0 from 9? Cynthia,
9.
how far is 0 from 9? How far is this red line from 0 to 9?
9.
9 what? 9 units, 9 jelly beans. What is it?
9 units.
Good, so 9 units, right? I'm hungry, that's why I said jelly beans. So now 0 from 6 is how many units?
6.
How?
Yeah, ma'am.
6. So
6, okay.
which is farther, -9 or 6? Which is the farthest from 0?
-9.
Right, so -9 is farther from 0 because why? It's how many units from 0?
9.
9, because it is 9 units from 0, or 9 units away from 0, right? Where 6 is only 6 spaces or 6 units or 6 hops from 0.
Good
Okay, so
job, guys. That was dope.
start using units in your vocabulary, all right? You need that for when we do absolute value. Good, Ms. Star, this one's all you.
All right, guys, so pay attention to this. It's very, very simple. You just got to walk it through, okay? The first thing you want to do, if I was tackling this problem, I'm going to say point M, and then I'm going to say point N. I'm going to also highlight the -half right here, and then I'm going to also highlight 5 divided by 2 here. The next step I'm going to do is actually write them out. It says point M, it represents the opposite of 1/2. What's opposite of 1/2? Obviously, if it's -1/2, what's the opposite of that, Isaiah? Isaiah, what's the positive? What is it?
Can you repeat the question? Because I couldn't
Yes,
hear
point
you.
M represents the opposite of -1/2. What's the opposite of that?
+1/2.
That's right, equals. So we have -1/2, and that is converted to positive. Let me just put 1/2 because it is the same thing, right? Now we got to do point N, and then I'll discuss exactly further. N. Now, Isabella, help me out. The opposite of 5 divided by 2. So we have positive 5 divided by 2. What's the opposite of that? It's not a trick question, positive or negative, right? What is it?
Good, Arlenis. Good, Tatiana.
Isabella, you muted.
Negative.
Negative what?
5.
Divided by 2, right? Good. Now that we have that, you actually have to work it out, right, guys? So this is the part that a lot of people don't understand, right? So what's half of $1? Cynthia.
50 cents.
Good. So that's half right there. You see that 1 divided by 2 is $1 divided by 2, which is 50 cents. So it's going to be 0.50, right? And that's the conversion of that. What's 5 divided by 2? Let's do Joseph. Joseph. 5 divided by 2. I got $5. I know $4 can be converted into $2. Now I got to break up $1. We just broke up $1 on the first one. So what is it?
$2 and how much cents? $2 and how much cents?
Okay.
Good,
Write
Ty.
it. I need to hear you. I need to hear you say it. $2 and what? Negative what, guys?
Tatiana got it.
Anybody, just say it. Yella, I want to hear it.
Negative $2 and how much?
50 cents.
There you
Thank
go.
you. So now we got to go through the options, right? So option A. Well, obviously, we know that point M is positive 50. So I'm just going to look at the M and all of the answers, and I'm going to cross out what doesn't make sense. Obviously, if it's left of M, which is left of 0, that means it's what? Negative. So we cross it out. Get it out of there, right? That's A, crossed out. What about B? B can be positive, so we're going to leave that up there. We're going to look at C. C is positive M. Does that make, negative M. Does that make any sense? No, we're looking for positive M. So I'm going to cross this out, and then I'm going to look at D. D says M equals 2. Is that true? No, our M equals what? 50 cents. So we cross out D now. If we look at B, 50 cents is between 0 and 1. So yes, that is correct. And then we look at N. N is at negative 250. Is N at negative 250 in B? Yes, it is. So B is your correct answer. Everybody see how we got that? Isaiah, did you see how we got that? Stop daydreaming. Pay attention, y'all. See y'all. Serious. It's all to you, right? Ms. Canela, any questions about that?
Nope, just make sure you read it carefully because a lot of students, Mr. R, I think you said it, they pick what's written. They don't read it. They miss the word opposite. That's why you guys messed up when you did the work. That's why we're reviewing it again.
And listen, I get it. You guys want to like rush through it and finish, but I'm gonna tell you something. You guys cannot rush. I don't care if you take 15 minutes on one question.
Yeah, we don't care.
I
Get
don't.
it right.
All
And
right.
office hours will help you. So we're going to rewrite this question to say, what two situations represent -8? Again, you're going to see the same exact word for a reason. So when you submit this work, when we release it in a few moments, you should all be able to get 100 now and do better than that.
Let's see, Shaylin, first one, A temperature drops of 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Drops, negative or positive?
If you drop weight, Shaylin.
Guys, I need you to mute yourself and talk because I don't hear nothing right now.
Negative.
Negative what?
-8.
Good.
8 is the correct answer, yes. Isabella, next one. A depth of 8 meters. Depth. Depth means deep.
Negative.
Good.
Negative what?
-8.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. R, on this one, if you guys grow, if Mr. R and I grow 8 centimeters, is that
I
positive?
really want to grow 8 centimeters. That's what I'm just saying. But if I grow 8 centimeters, is that positive or negative?
Positive.
Good.
Positive, good. Right? And
And
now 8, I got a real good question. Can we go back to the future? Back to the past?
can we go back in time? No.
No, that don't make sense, right? So 8 times 8 years ago. That doesn't make any sense. We cannot go back at the time. Me personally, I don't even, whoever picks that, I just think that you wasn't just reading, you just guessed. It was like a quick thing, right? So that's what? Only plus, right? Because you want to go further, so I'm not back. That being said, which two represent our choices, guys? That should be very easy now that we actually have all that. It should be which ones, Isabella?
A and B.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Right? It says 2 situations. Anybody have any questions about that? No? Thumbs up if you understood today's lesson.
Well,
Cool. All right. If you understood today's lesson, then I hope you understand what we're doing next. So,
super easy. So then if it's super easy, which is great, then when we release the independent work in like a few moments, Mr. R, we should all expect hundreds from all the students in this room, yeah?
yeah, I appreciate that too. So, listen up. This is what's going to happen. All right. I need everyone to unmute yourselves real quick. I'll wait for that.
Isabella, Dwight, and Angie, please unmute for a moment.
Daniela, I'm ready for Daniela. Now Daniela's good. I'm ready for Isabella and Angie.
Awesome.
All right, so listen up, guys. This is what's gonna happen. Me and Miss Canella are gonna break out into breakout rooms, right? And I got a question to ask you guys. I'm taking danger fighting. What?
I have a good question, Mr. R, for them to answer.
Go for it, Miss Canella.
How do integers relate to the real world? Why do we need to know about them? And then they could rate the lesson. What do you think?
Yeah, answer. We can ask that. I kind of want to know how they're feeling about this online session. So, real quick, I'm gonna ask, how does? So I expect 3 to 5 sentences in the chat. But how does integers relate to real life problems, comma, if you had to rate today's class from 0 to 10, what would be the rating? And how do you feel about taking online classes? Question mark. And I'm actually gonna copy this. We're gonna break out to breakout room, and then we're gonna We're gonna break out to breakout rooms, and then we're gonna answer that question. Are we cool with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna break out, and right now you guys are gonna see it. All right. Create breakout. Let's go. I'm gonna be in breakout room 2. You're gonna be in breakout room 1.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, look who it is, my lovely children. Unmute yourselves. All right, real simple. Okay, this is on a recording line. We need to know how do integers relate to the real world, and how did you rate today's lesson? So who would like to start us off? We don't have a lot of time. Angie? What is the relevance of integers, the importance of integers? I gave you my answer. What's your answer? Sid. Somebody, hello, wake up. Somebody give me an answer. This is how you exit the class today.
Sometimes you integers in the real world you can use money, like it could be used with money.
How so? Give us a real world example. Where do you see money being used? Name one place where you go where you give money to somebody.
In the store, on the supermarket.
Okay, in the store or in the supermarket?
Or the bank.
Sorry. Why else are integers important, Tatiana? Are we around integers? Because I'm going to show you something. Watch this. I showed it to the students in the other class. What's this? These are crackers, right? What's this thing called on everything that has a box? What is this called? A what?
Nutrient fact.
A nutrition fact.
Nutrition fact.
Right. Do you see how there's 130 there? That's an integer. Do you agree with me? Is that a positive number?
Yeah.
Do you see all these percentages here? And then all like the fat, carbohydrates, protein, right? You see all the vitamins and minerals here? Would you say that nutrition facts have integers?
Yeah.
So when you eat something, right, and you look at the box, whether you make it or buy it, even if you buy something frozen or if you buy like fresh meat, for example, there's gonna be calories and fat. Those have integers. Isn't that cool? Did you know that? Or no, not really?
I kind of did.
Now you learned, right? These are real delicious, by the way. Okay? So when you go to the bank, if you don't have a bank account now, one day you're gonna have a bank account. And you're gonna have two options. You can either take out money, withdraw money, or you can deposit, put money in. So we're gonna go one by one, starting with Daniela and ending with Tatiana. A scale 1 to 10, and tell me why you gave it that number. Go.
I'll give it a 9. It made me understand better, but it very depended on another lesson we did, so it deducts a point. You're muted.
Because there's somebody in my background. I don't want you to hear the conversation. I heard you.
Okay.
Joseph, scale 1 to 10, rate the lesson and why.
Okay, so I give this class like out of this world 10. Especially since now I'm starting to love integers and how many ways you can use them everywhere we go. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I had to mute myself. I had someone in the background. I didn't want you to hear the conversation. What about you, Cynthia? On a scale 1 to 10, how do you rate today's lesson and why?
I give today's lesson a 9 because sometimes I'll give it a 10, but then when we go to like the exit ticket, they give like tricky questions. So I'll just give it a 9.
Okay. Angie, I didn't hear from you yet. What are your thoughts, dear? We can't, okay, Angie, since we can't hear you, my dear, can you just type in the chat? Because I cannot hear you. Okay. Tatiana, are you able to say your response, or can you type it in the chat for us? Because you say your mic is broken. And if that's the case, we're going to have to try to get you a new laptop. So can you type your response on a scale of 1 to 10, how you rate the class? I mean, I can't really give a full rating right now, but based on what I saw, it looked like everyone understood what to do. What's really going to determine that is your independent practice and your exit ticket. That's really going to show me a better understanding of Mr. R on who understood the lesson now that we did a repeat, right? We retaught the lesson. Because the scores the first time, oh Lord, I got a massive headache when I saw zeros. I was freaking out with Mr. R on the phone. So I'm telling you, I was like, these kids were killing it in class. What, did they not read the problems and just picked A, B, C, D, E, F, G on their paper? Seriously, that's what it looked like, guys. I rate this class a 10 because I think integers are really helpful in the world. I think my mic is broken. A 10 because it's really easy to understand how to use positive and negative integers on number lines and word problems. Integers are important because one way is to think about money in a bank. We can withdraw and deposit money. Quick question, because I'm going to write the exit ticket because apparently it didn't post. If you withdraw money, guys, is it negative or positive?
I'd say negative.
If you deposit money, is it positive or negative?
Oh, it's positive.
It's positive. Please keep this only to the question that was assigned. Let's focus on the task, okay? Now, does anyone have any other questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns for me right now? Because you're lucky you got me now. Everyone's feeling super good? All right, I need you guys, though, to come to office hours, all right? Because I want you all to get 100 today. There's no excuse why we can't go to 100 on the work. The link's going to come right after.
100. I need to go somewhere.
Okay, if you have to go somewhere, you need to email me. Just say I'm not able to make it. I have to attend somewhere else, all right?
Miss Canella, is the links for our Zoom always going to be the September 3rd one?
Yes, always. It's never going to change. Always at the bottom. We're not sending out Zoom links every day. Good asking. It's always at the bottom of Google Classroom.
Okay, thank you.
All right? So we're going to go back to the main screen now, okay, ladies and gentlemen? See you on the other side. Peace.
All right. So guys, now that we're back, I'm glad that I got some feedback from you guys. For those of you that actually, did what you had to do, I appreciate it. For those of you that need extra help, a reminder, guys, you have to email me and Miss Canella to make sure that you understand or you need extra help for your office hours, right? We're not just going to just keep posting them without you guys saying if you need them or not. So emailing us is the best way to go. Is there any questions that I may have to answer as of right now before we end this?
Mr. R, I don't know if the exit ticket posted in the independent.
It did. I got the
both posted up?
Yes, so far, yes.
I just want to make sure before they answer that we have the correct answer. Hold on 1 second.
So guys, you're not done with today, right? You guys got stuff to do, right?
Only one post.
Exit ticket, and
I got a
assessment, all that stuff, guys. You need to do it, right? So try to do it as best as you can. Honestly,
I gotta post the exit ticket didn't post, Mr. R. Hold on, I gotta make one right now somehow. It didn't post. I'm gonna change it up right now.
You sound real bad. You sound like it.
I said
what I was telling you, I know I heard you, but I'm saying you just sounded glitchy. Everyone else, guys, I don't know if you got feedback from everybody, but definitely you're supposed to write 3 sentences. If you did not write 3 sentences, I expect something in my email later on to find out what you think about today's class. I only got, from my section, Dwight and Arlenis. Everybody else that did not write anything, I expect an email, at least 3 sentences telling me what you thought about today's class and everything else. My email is going to be written on the chat, and I will be grading this. It's going to be a part of the grade, so it's on here. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Savvy? All right. Any questions for me? Going once, twice. So, all right. If you're good to go, thumbs up.
exit ticket coming out now, guys, on Google Classroom. Just give me a second.
Exit ticket and independent practice.
No,
Don't forget. If you get it late, I'm not grading it.
Nope.
I'm not grading it. 4:15 is considered late. It will be a 0. Hope that was clear. 4:15. You don't submit it, you get a 0. Orleans, I know you mad at me. I didn't do nothing. I promise. You said like this to me. You're like, I was like, okay, jeez. You guys good to go though. And those of you that don't need help, you're good to go.
Mr. R, should we just, you want to give me hosting privileges? Those that want the Google Classroom, I can just stay here?
If you want to.
Yeah,
I'll
might be
let you
easier.
host. I'm going to be going to my class now. I have a class and I have a meeting today with the CAP committee. And I got to email that. So I got a couple things to do. Bye, Arlenis. Bye, Angie. Bye, Cynthia. Bye, Joseph. Bye, Shaylin. Bye, Daniela. Bye, Cynthia.
All right, I'm putting the questions up, Mr. R.
They all left. I'm going to get out of here and do what I got to do.
Wait, you're still recording?
No, you are.
I am?